going on? What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, America? What is going on in the world? PGL's back, and he's back for season 5. And what that means, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna build a Mark II. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build this Mark II over here. That's actually my wife's car, just so you guys know. And we picked it up for 300 bucks. And it's going to be an interesting build. I just want to know what you guys think. What should I do? What route should we go? Ray's been giving me a lot of advice, so I'm pretty glad and happy about that. But yeah, what do you guys think? What should we do? I mean, this is why I'm on right now, to get some ideas rolling. Guillermo, I like VR6s, but it's just a Mark II and a VR6 is like peanut butter and jelly. It's super common. I'm not going to go that route. We're going to do a 1.8T. I already have the engine. I got the transmission. I got the harness. Everything we need to do the 1.8T swap. So we're not going to go that route. Thanks for the advice, though. But I'm talking about, like, what companies do you guys go or like with Mark IIs? What kind of brake setup we should do? What kind of interior? What other stuff that you guys are interested in? Because this is a full build. I mean, this is literally a car that I bought with nothing. I mean, it's 100% stock, and we're gutting it to bare metal, and then we're gonna build from there. And that's what season 5 is all about. It's all about going big or going broke. And Axel, what do you think about the MK6R? What isn't there to think about it? It's an amazing car. It's a great bang for your buck. Tons of power when it's tuned. Amazing little car. If you had the option to buy one, buy one. If you get a good deal on one, do it. Do it in a heartbeat. It's a great car. I have 2 friends with them already now. No, actually 3 friends with them right now. And every single one of them loves the car. Like, just loves them. So now, that being said, to keep this project going and keep this project alive and healthy, we need your help. So in doing so, I have a killer deal for you guys. 50 cents. 50 cents. Pretty much buys you a decal from us. Ooh, that's a good question. Well, put it this way. I mean, you can go big turbo and only spend about, 3 to 5 grand, or put yourself in debt, 20 to 30,000. I'm looking at $3,000 to $5,000 with the 400 horsepower 1.8T. $20,000 to $30,000 on a Mark 6 Golf R. You'll have the same amount of power-ish, but you'll spend more money. It all depends on what you can afford out of your pocket. It's a very hard decision to make. Personally, Mark IV is the newest car I will ever own. I won't get anything newer than a Mark IV. So I've driven in Mark Vs, I've driven in Mark 6s, I've driven Mark 7s, I've driven Golf Rs, 6s and 7 generations. I love them. I think they're amazing vehicles, but they're not for me. I'm old school. I like to feel the road. I like everything to rattle, I guess that's the word. I like the fact that the car feels planted, feels like you have more control over it. On an older car, you just feel more. The driving excitement is there. On a Mark 6, 7, it's electronic steering. You still got hydraulic brakes, but it's fake to me. It doesn't feel like a driver's car. It just feels like a fun car, but it doesn't feel like a car that's me. So it's hard. It's really hard. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm definitely glad you enjoy the content that we have here on our YouTube channel. All the noise you're hearing back there is I'm making stickers for a customer, so ignore that noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, it's a hard choice. I wish I can give you better advice on that. Personally, this is how I would look at it if I had the funds, I guess. You know, if I had the funds, I'd go buy the Golf R and use it as like a daily, and then build my 1.8T. You can build the living crap out of a 1.8T, make it rock solid, bulletproof, and you can have a daily, you know, a newer daily, and you'll still have money left over, depending on how much money you make or how much money you're willing to afford, you know? Well, Guillermo, you have a VR6, which we haven't done anything yet VR6 wise on my channel thoroughly. So that being said, yes, you can. However, you need to get yourself a Bentley guide and learn about your engine, learn how to disassemble it before you even touch it. The Bentley repair manual literally will walk you through the entire process to rebuild and dismantle and rebuild your engine, and go from there. For you, Axel, I would do the GT30 just because it'll give you the headroom for more power down the road. Hey, man. That's mine, yeah. The GT3071 just gives you the extra headroom. The GT28 maxes out around 350 to almost 375 horsepower, and that's like really pushing it. The GT30 gives you that 400 to 450 range with better spool, especially on the top end. So personally, you're looking only a couple $100 in difference in price, so I would just go to the GT30 and not worry about the GT28. I love the GT28 because it is the step up from a KO4. You know, it's actually going to big turbo territory and getting big turbo numbers. It's just, you know, it's more like it's like the first choice in the big turbo setup. I guess that's how I look at it. For Guillermo, man, I'm trying to get this Mark IV VR6 that my friend has, but we haven't raised enough money to do it, so I can't even get it. It's a Mark IV Jetta VR6 automatic, and we want to get it from him to build it so we can disassemble it, rebuild it, do a manual swap on it, and all that stuff, so we can make that a part of the next season or this season, you know, along the way. But I just can't raise the money fast enough to do it for you guys. I wish I could, but it's just not going to happen. Axle, I mean, the turbo setup that I have on my car is from SPA. They're from Brazil, and I love it. I love my turbo. You know, we're about to get it finally dialed in, but my goal with that turbo setup is about 400 horsepower. We can make up to 450 with it, even 5 if I really pushed it. And I only spent, I mean, probably $1,000, and that's the turbo, the manifold, and the wastegate. A GT30 will get you about $1,000, not including the manifold, not including the wastegate. You know, so you're going to spend $1,500 to $1,800. So I would recommend go to SPA's website and get all the stuff you need for a 1.8T big turbo setup. It's spaturbo.com. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think it is. Give me a second here. Stop. Just cutting here. No, I don't know who Chuck is. Sorry, man. Yeah, I don't have any information on that guy. I don't know him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, in the European car scene, I meet a lot of people, but I'm horrible with names. Unless I see them very often, I will never remember them after one meeting. So I could be very wrong. I might have met him, but I just don't know. So yeah, I wish I did, but no, sorry. I mean, but let's get back on topic here with the Mark II and Season 5 of Pinchow's Garage. What I have already lined up episode-wise is seat removal, interior panel removal. Hey, what's up, Luis? How's it going? The stickers, I'm going to be making a new update on my Big Cartel site. If you guys want to order any other products, I'm actually clearancing out all my leftover product. So I will be updating prices on all that stuff. So just stay tuned. I'm not going to be doing it yet because we have a new logo, we have new t-shirts, we have new decals, and I'm actually going to price them to pretty much sell them as cheap as I can because I guess my prior pricing wasn't cheap enough, so I'm going to go cheaper. The downside of that is I won't be making as much money to help fund the project, so I'm just wanting to give you guys a heads up. I work a lot, and I know you guys want more content, but for more content to happen, we gotta get money coming in, and I know it's a shitty thing to ask you guys, but it's all I can do, you know? Axel, the orders are, if you actually go to my homepage on my YouTube channel, on the upper right hand corner, you can click on them to order stuff right there. I have the links already there. So, just so you know. Do you want to contact me on Instagram? Yeah, I mean, my Instagram is Friends of Fast. One word. I'm always available on there. You can also hit me up on Facebook. My links are all on my banner on my YouTube channel. Luis, thank you. Yeah, Japan was fun. I got to hang out a lot with friends. I hung out with a lot of my family out there. I didn't get any jet lag, actually. Surprisingly, I didn't not get any jet lag. But it was definitely a fun experience for my 15-year anniversary with my wife. So it was a lot of fun. What's the deal with the Mark II? Well, we're building it. That's the deal. We're actually finally touching this car after 1 year of trying to start it last season. But Filbert caught on fire, so that put us back an entire year because of that. So now we're actually back into touching the Mark II, as you guys can see here by the picture. It's there. I'm not going to Eurofitment. I didn't even heard of it, so I wish I could hit go to that, but no, I don't know anything about it. But the Mark II, I have, like I said, back to DIYs for it. We have seat removal DIY. We have a headliner removal DIY. All the door cards and door panel DIY. We're going to have a full suspension removal DIY. We're going to be doing a coilover setup on it. We got all new control arms that we're going to set up and clean and put new bushings. We're going to have DIYs for all that. We're going to show you how to put on Mark II bumpers. Surprisingly enough, it's very complicated actually for removing bumpers off of Mark II. They're bolted on versus like how Mark IVs are like just screwed on the top. Luis, we are doing a 1.8T swap on the Mark II, but before we get the 1.8T swapped in, we have to make this car extremely safe for my wife. This is her replacement car coming soon. So what I have to do for it, I have to make sure we have proper brakes on it. We have to make sure, you know, we have proper steering and suspension. We got to make sure seats that are going to be going in are going to be safe for her, you know, because we're going to keep it a front and rear seat, so it's going to have function, not just fun. So we're going to make a little bit of everything, you know. Yes, we are going to be filming every step of the process, just like how we did with Filbert and that full build. We filmed the entire process. We're doing the same exact thing. So I'm excited because I just finished filming all the interior removal. So now we're going to be working underneath the car. I'm going to be filming all of that. We might be bagging it in the future, but because of money, that's not in consideration right now. We want the car running, we want the car safe, and we want the car painted. So we gotta sacrifice some things for other things. The goal is to have it ready, at least running, by the end of the year. That's the goal. I can't guarantee it, but the more and more we get people wanting to do this swap and wanting to learn how to do this swap, the more I will put the effort into getting different kinds of setups on it, you know. Axle, why do I love the 1.18? Easy answer. Cheap, hundreds of choices in parts, extremely reliable, easy to maintain. There's so many things you can swap in and out of it from so many different generations of Volkswagens and Audis. You can swap parts over all over. I mean, there's so many things you can do with a 1.8T. Same thing with the VR6. However, the VR6 is expensive because you got parts are you're buying more of something, so you're gonna spend more money on it. However, the VR has the noise that it makes that makes it so desirable, but I personally just don't. I just hear too many headaches with it, so I'm not going that route. The 1.8 to me is the people's engine. It is the engine that anybody can get into. It is super easy to do it. It's just easy. It's just everybody can get your hands on one for dirt cheap and build it for nothing. You know, Turbo VR6, of course it would be amazing. Why? That's a silly thing to say. It is. It's VR, and then you just slap a turbo on it. You made it already that much better. Yeah, but I'm trying to get you guys a VR. I really am. I really want to get you guys a VR6, but I don't want one. However, I was offered one for $500, $500, a VR6 Jetta Mark IV that I'm willing to build and give away. I don't even care for it. I don't even want it. I want to give it away to you guys. However, I don't have the choice. Yeah, I mean, you can make a fair amount of fun power with a 1.8T, but why throw away all your money on bolt-ons and just swap it all over and just put everything together with a big turbo setup and you're just even better. That's usually how I tell people, if you're looking for building a car, don't waste your money on bolt-ons. Just drive it stock until you have all the parts you need for a big turbo setup and call it a day. Forget the bolt-ons. And now if you're looking just for a fun daily, go for it. You know, it all depends on like what your progress is going to be. That's how we built this 1.8. That's how we built. Hold on. Boop, this one down here. You know, we just left it stock until we were ready to make it fast, and then we made it fast. Simple. But the way you do it though is you have yourself a second engine, build the crud out of that, then just do a swap-a-roo. Done. You're without a car for just a couple days. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'll never get rid of my car. That's why I've owned 4 of them already. So, any other questions about the Mark II? Right now, we're gonna have we just saved up enough money to order all the rubber seals on it. So, because we gotta make sure this thing's watertight. We're gonna have a DIY soon for prepping the body for paint. However, I'm not gonna paint the car. I'm actually gonna have a shop do it. For Axel, go on Facebook. Go look for a donor car or look for someone who wrecked the car and has a clean engine. Honestly, I find stuff always on Facebook and Craigslist. It's so common. You can literally pick up a 1.8T for like $300-400, or get one for free with a blown head or with a with a ripped belt, and just replace all the internal parts. It's like I said, it's not expensive to get these parts for these cars. Since you're gonna go bigger turbo, you're not gonna need the rods, you're not gonna need the pistons. Just get rid of that stuff and start building from there. It's just, you just look around. It's not hard to find. It's pretty easy to do. Yeah, I mean, you can pick up a 1.8T Mark IV for like, I think what, $500, $1,000 used. My friend picked one up. I picked mine up for $1,600 running. Any ideas for paint and wheels? Yes, my wife has already decided on the paint. We're going to be doing the all-track, the Mark 7 blue, that really dark like blue that comes out, that just came out. Yeah, they're everywhere. Mark 4s are literally just everywhere. It's such a common car. So wheels, we don't know yet. Wheels are kind of a roller coaster for me right now. Wheels, I don't know. I don't want to do something that's super common. Everybody does the 5-spoke Brobert. I'm not gonna go that route. Everybody does BBSs. I'm not gonna go that route. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've been looking on Japanese websites for four lug wheels. I've been looking pretty much everywhere online, just looking for something odd or rare, just stuff that's just out of the ordinary. But I'm not set on wheels until I actually have the car painted and back at the house and going from there. We're gonna start getting ready we're gonna shave the engine bay. Yeah, I agree, Luis. They are getting hard to find. However, let me get this website up in just a moment. Hold on. I found a guy online who makes reproduction parts for the Mark II because he's huge into Guillermo. Why MK2? Because MK2 is more common than an MK1. You want to talk about rare parts? Buy an MK1. Have fun with that. But I found this guy who reproduces Mark II parts. There's a link for it right here. He reproduces like hard to find parts, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna get ready to order a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, the Mark IIIs are on the way to being harder and harder to find. And also, for some reason, not many people are building them. You know? Hey, Snoopy. Yeah, I want a Corrado too. Who wouldn't want a Corrado? Corrados are gorgeous. But you want to talk about a car that's difficult to find parts for? Put a Corrado. That's actually harder to find parts for a Corrado than it is for a Mark I. Just FYI. You know, have fun trying anything in that car. Everything in that car, you're either going to make custom, or you got to find another Corrado just to merge things together, and then you have to just garage it. You know, the Corrado is like a Mark II, Mark III, like blob. There's so many weird stuff. It's just, it's hard to get anything for it. So when people have one in like really, really good condition, they go for a ton of money, and they're hard to find parts for it. I mean, and then have fun trying to find a G60 Corrado, not a VR6. The VR6 Corrados are common. The G60 that works well. Yeah. What's funny, the Corrado holds its value more than the Porsche 944. Just so you know. And the Corrados look better. Sorry, if you guys are Porsche people, I'm sorry, but Corrado looks way better. You know, they actually, I forgot who was that deemed they put the Corrado on, the Corrado G60, not the VR6, they put the G60, literally like about two or 3 years ago, I can't remember how many years ago, but they made it officially a collector's car, so its value only goes up now, it no longer goes down. However, because they made it a collector's car, the parts now are becoming more and more difficult to find. I'm waiting for someone to actually start releasing, like, you know, remanufactured stuff so you guys can get stuff for it, but have fun with that. Yeah, I had a bug. Huh, Axel, that's one of my dream things to do on my YouTube channel, is actually do a Beetle build. We're actually going to be doing, we're actually going to be rebuilding or building a big 2.0 engine, air-cooled engine for my bus. So I don't know when that's going to happen, because I have a 71 bus that's restored, but I want a bigger motor for it, so we're going to be building that later. I just don't know when that's going to happen, but it will happen. And then I want to do a bug. I definitely want to do a bug. I want to do bags on a bug. I want to do a full motor build. I want to do an interior setup. I want to do everything custom on it and have fun with it. You know, we you know, great minds think alike. So definitely, Guillermo, I wish I had money, man. Yeah. One thing I can tell you about 4Motion or Quattro. Same shit, different brand. Volkswagen's all-wheel drive is rock solid. It is probably the best all-wheel drive system in the world. I've never heard of anything better in general, unless you have like some crazy off-road vehicle that's custom. You know, it just works. I don't know what it is about it. I just keep watching videos online about it and everything. But we're always getting off topic. We gotta get back to Mark II stuff. What other kind of DIYs are you guys wanting to learn or want, other than just doing the entire process with me? What other stuff do you guys want to see? Because I'm thinking about, obviously, a custom headliner. We're going to be doing that. The door cards, I'm actually going to have it sent out to get custom wrapped, because my wife wants it done nicely. And I laugh because, yeah, when we do our own custom stuff, it's not professional. It's DIY. You know, it's homemade stuff. So she wants something. You know, yeah, we're gonna be doing seats. We're gonna be doing you know, aftermarket seats on it. We're not gonna be using stock seats unless I can find a really, really nice European set of Recaros or something like that. That's for the future. Well, of course, we're definitely gonna dyno it. We're gonna big turbo it too. We're actually gonna run a big similar style, slightly smaller than my turbo, because the car weighs almost nothing. It's a 2,000 pound car. We're probably gonna go one size smaller and go for about 300 horsepower, which I think is more than adequate in a Mark II. But yeah, we're going for that. We might cage it. I don't know, because we're going to use the car as a daily. It's my wife's daily, so I don't think caging is going to be an option. Since it's going to be a daily driven car. I don't think. But we're gonna go bigger brakes, front and rear. We're gonna be doing suspension work, front and rear. You know, yeah, I know. 300 is more than enough for that little box. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna do a lot of cool stuff with it. So, just like I said, I just need more ideas. I know you guys, do anything I want, but it's not what I want, guys. It's what you guys want. That's the whole point of my channel. Is my YouTube channel, your YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel. We do this together. This is the whole point. We learn together. Everything I'm doing on this car is new to me. So I want you guys to experience it with me. It's because it's going to be fun. And I do a lot of lives. That's my whole point of my channel is to we're gonna do lives together. We're gonna do question and answers. So yeah, I do this as often as I can. And yeah, you're welcome, Snoopy. And the Mark II will be raced. The Mark IV is getting almost ready for racing. I just need a new fuel pump. I broke mine just recently. Unfortunately, that was my stupid fault, but yeah. Give me a second. I do a lot of stuff live, and I do a lot of stuff high quality, and sometimes I do them together. I'll do like a live DIY, and I'll be filming at the same time high quality. That way, if I miss something, the high quality DIY video, you guys notice it. That's pretty much my whole thing on how I try to do things on my channel, because I don't like doing things twice. I don't want to do the DIY twice, so I'll do the best I can to film it and go live at the same time. It's going to be pump. It's going to be full on just gas. I live in California, Snoopy. However, we're going to be doing some stuff that's not so legal. Well, everything we're doing on the car is illegal because it's in California. Putting a 1.8T in a Mark II is already illegal, but we're figuring out ways around it. I can't say much live, so that's all I can really tell you guys. But just we'll figure things out along the way. It's going to be a fun thing for us to do. It's going to be, the whole point of this is for me to learn and for you guys to learn with me, because this entire, like I said, this entire process is for all of us, and it's going to be fun because I've never done this. I've never done this because I've never owned a Mark II. This is my first Mark II, so we're gonna definitely have a lot of fun with it. If you guys see in the picture, it already has the single round headlights set up, but we're gonna replace that one because it's kind of beat up. So I ordered a new one for it. We got the big bumpers for the front and the rear. My friend Avant is actually gonna do making a wide body kit for us for this car. So we're gonna go. I don't know if you guys know what G60 flares are on like a Corrado. We're gonna go an inch wider than that, so it's really wide. So we can slap on 9-inch to almost 10-inch wheels on the front and rear. Yeah, they're fender flares, but they're not dumb looking like your typical stance fender flares. They're modified stock fender flares from a Corrado G60. Let me get you a picture and I'll show you what I mean. Give me a second, all right? You guys can see this because it looks amazing. My buddy makes these flares for Mark IIs, and they just, oh man, they just look so good. Give me a second. If I'm not talking to you guys, just because I'm trying to find this stuff. All right. It said they're about half an inch wide, no, an inch wider than stock G60. So that's really long. I know it's kind of hard to imagine it, but it is a pretty long or wide fender. So if you guys see this right here, it's on my screen. I don't know if you guys see it, but do you guys see them? I'm going to widen them a bit more. You guys see that? Those are the flares that my buddy makes. And they're gorgeous. You can see the lines on there, just poof. That's actually one of the cars that they built the flares for. So that's an actual real picture. Yeah. And they're wide. He's rocking 9-inch wheels front and rear on that. And it looks perfect. Like, and the backs, if you look at the back fenders, they're actually wider than the front, so you get that really nice staggered stance on them, and it looks, oh my god, it's titties. They're titties, my friend. There's so much titties. I love it. It is so delicious. Oh, sorry, I went a little Indian on you guys. Let me get you the rear picture of that car. I need a good rear picture though. I wish I could get you guys a good. Oh, actually, I found a good one. Here you go. All right, give me a second here. I got another picture for you guys. This one's big, so I have to shrink it a little bit. If you guys can see that, look at those fender flares right now. They look really good. I mean, look at the front, and then look at the rear. They're nice and staggered out. Oh, so much sex. You know. And the other day, when you see them, you're just like, oh my god, my friend, holy shit. I'd like to make a baby with it, but I don't know what to do. It is a machine. You cannot have a baby with a machine. You just can't. You just spend more money with it instead of having a baby. Yes, the car does move, but it's a fully built show car, so it's kind of difficult. I don't know. I've only seen that car probably 3 or 4 times in my life, and it's strictly a show car. It was never meant to be driven. I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but other than that, that's it. I don't know. I don't know, Luis. I don't know anything about the actual owner or the car. Like I said, I've seen it a handful of times, and every time I try to meet the owner, he was always busy talking to people. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's just not something I can do. However, yes, we are doing those flares on the Mark II because they look delicious. And Axel, I would do a show car, but how can I explain this? I like show cars, and I don't like show cars. Every single car I own, I drive. Every single car I drive, I love. And I cannot bear to see me build a gorgeous, gorgeous car and then not enjoying it as much because I don't want it to break. I don't want it to have problems. I just don't want that. I build my cars to be reliable, look cool, and drivable. You know, so all those, you know, thrown into a little bottle and shake it up, and that's what I drive. They can be mismatched. They don't have to be perfect. You know, nothing has to be. I'm sorry, but you know, I drive it. I drive the crap out of it. You know, look, I just went to Vegas when I flew in from Japan. Literally, I washed my car, I covered it and the trailer, and I drove to Vegas the next day. Yeah, I came home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, washed both my car and the trailer, filled them up, went to bed for 4 hours. When I came back from Japan, and went straight to Vegas after that. Why? I don't care. That's what my cars are for. I know. I agree with you, Snoopy. You know? But like I was going back to where I was going, you know, on the Mark II. I want these flares so badly, but I feel like if I put it on coilovers, my wife's gonna rip through them. You know, so I'm probably gonna have those, but I'm gonna have the car probably sitting up a little bit higher, so I don't destroy the flares. And then eventually bag it. That's probably how much I'm gonna end up. The car will be bagged, but I personally, I mean, I'm not a fan of just stance cars. I like functional cars. Filbert is a functional car. He's on bags, of course, you know, and he's got a little bit of camber, but I drive the crap out of it, you know. My next dream car, maybe when I get older. When I get older, I'm probably gonna get an Alfa Romeo. I want an Alfa Romeo badly. The little tiny one, or a Lotus Elise. I like tiny cars, so I can't drive something large. My bus is gigantic, enormous, and I don't like how big it is, but I love buses, so I cope with it. But yeah, I want an Alfa Romeo, little tiny one, or a Lotus Elise. I'm not gonna buy them new. I'm gonna buy them used. New, they're like 50, 60K. Used right now, you can get an Alfa for like 40. And a Lotus Elise, like one of the newer models, you can find them now for 15, 20. Just gotta hunt around for them. You know, so it's just like, I would love a 60s Mini Cooper, but have fun trying to find one. Like, find one that's not worth a fortune. The axle to camber the back wheels, you need to get IDF drop plates. They camber the wheels 2 degrees and center and actually lower it, so the back actually sits lower for you. They're about $220 for a set. You can get them on Euro Tuning or on IDF's website. You know, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. I mean, I don't have that kind of money. And if I did have that kind of money, I'd actually just own more older cars. Because I can buy a bunch of old cars for the cost of one really nice car. No. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a dream. You know, it's a dream. You know, you have dreams and you enjoy them. I would not buy one. No. But I want one. There's a difference. I want one, but I won't buy one. I guess I'm weird like that. Another car that I really, 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 really want, and I probably will end up buying, if I can make my wife bite the bullet down the road, is a squareback. Volkswagen squareback, early 60s, or mid 60s, early 70s. That's where. IDF drop plates, if that's what you're asking about, how you drop and camber the wheels on the Mark IV on the back. On the front, I don't recommend cambering them because I would love a VW thing, but have fun finding parts for that thing. That thing is hard. For John Perez, my wheel and tire specs, easy. For the fronts, they're 8.5 inches. They're 18 by 8.5. ET35. The tire size is 205/40/18 for the front. On the rear, it's a 18 by 9.5 with an ET of a 35, and then the tire size is 215/40. All right, for John Perez. Luis, squarebacks, and Carmen Diaz all day. Yeah. Snoopy, Doombugs. I like off-road cars, but you break them all the time. There you go, Snoopy. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. I'd like to own one of everything. Oh, what's up with my old Alfreds? Hold on. Are you talking about these Alfreds? They're right here. They're chilling. You know, just chilling with me. They ain't gonna leave me. They're my babies, man. These are my babies. For Juan Perez, they don't rub because I'm on bags. I love the freaking eggplant comment. That's awesome. No, these are actually 5x112. Snoopy. Nope, you got it. You fixed it. Yep. You like that? Ooh, some reels. Oh my god, those things are beautiful. No. No, not even close. You know how much this thing cost me to copper plate? Do you know how much I spent to copper plate 4 wheels? I'm an idiot for doing it, but yeah. You know, people laughed at me when I told them how much I spent, but these are my favorite wheel like in the world. Like, Snoop, let me get under my pussy. Sure, here you go, man. Here you go. If you can pick them up in 20 minutes, you can have them. How about that? If anybody can show up in front of my house in 20 minutes, right now, on the dot, you can have them for free. For Luis, each wheel will run you. You won't make it. You're 30 minutes away. I said 20. Each wheel costs $800 to copper plate and clear coat at the same time. So yeah, have fun with that. Damn, you're super close, Dr. Mend. I'm not gonna offer them to you. I love these right here. These are pretty cool. My moon caps. I don't know if you guys remember these. These are pretty cool. Yeah, that's a lot of money. No, they won't fit a 4Motion because they're 8.5 and 9.5. It will throw the balance off the back, whatever sensor that's back there. You have to figure out your tire sizes correctly. If not, you'll ruin the. You'll ruin it. All right, Edwin, your question on what's the widest wheel and tire combo you can fit in a Mark IV. On the front, with rolling your fenders and pulling them about ½ an inch, like pulling them just enough, you can fit 9.5s in the front. In the rear, you can fit up to a 10.5 or an 11, depending on the tire size that you're willing to run. I ran a long time ago 17s. 17 by 9 in the front and 17 by 10.5 in the rear. And I had to run a 215 in the rear and a 215 in the front. And I was able to, yeah, super stretch. Super stretch. But you can do it. It's super doable, but it looks stupid. I mean, that much width. 10 is the widest I would ever recommend for anybody on a Mark IV, just because 10 is about the widest that looks the cleanest, personally, like, without making it look like just a giant booty hole, if you guys know what I mean. On the front, unless you're gonna stagger them and like wide body them, then yeah, you can do it. But 9.5s fit all day on Mark IVs with no problems. You can fit 10s all day on Mark IVs with no problems. It's a 10.5 and 11 is where you're really pushing it. If you're looking for grip on the road, Edwin, get 9.5s. You'll be fine. They tuck on the back really, really nicely. If you're not going to stagger them, then I would personally do 8.5 all around. 8.5 front and rear, and that way you can actually put a meaty tire on front and back with no issue. Yeah. Actually, 975 in the front is probably the hardest thing you can fit on the front of the Mark IV, because I ran 9.5s all around, and your tire, like here's your fender and here's your tire, and it's already like almost a half inch out, and it looks dumb already, you know. Unless, like I said, unless you're gonna build it for track, then just slap on some fender flares and call it a day. Who cares what it looks like? Just slap them on there just for fender flares. But for Johnny, yeah, I mean, you can do 8 and 9 with a 35, and they'll fit perfect. I would probably do a 9.5 in the rear with the ET35, because that'll sit flush with the rear fender. Yeah, 975 is actually the most perfect size, and a 10 is the most perfect size for the rear wheel. It all depends on the wheel design, though. Some wheel designs just look stupid. There's no reason for it, you know. But it all depends. But it's getting late for me, so back to the Mark II stuff. You guys can see in the picture. We're going to be doing these flares from OptiWorks. And then you'll see up here, back to what I was talking about. This is the Mark II that we're building this entire season. Yep, that's it right there, John Perez. That's a good size right there. I would not buy XXRs. I don't like them. Sorry, but I've had 2 sets personally literally explode on the road by hitting a freaking pothole. I will never buy those wheels again in my life. If anybody ever hit me up and asked me about XXRs, I immediately would just say, don't throw your money away. Go buy something else. They're not good wheels to me, personally. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't like them. You know. Yeah, fuck potholes. I agree. I literally hit up, not even that big of a pothole, but I hit it going pretty fast. I think I was going like 45. And Alzors, if ECS Tuning was making more of their wheels like they were before, I would definitely recommend them, but I think they've dropped in quality. For Edwin, what drivetrain on the Mark II? We're doing a 1.8T with an O2J swap transmission. We're going to be using 100mm axle cups. We'll be showing you guys what we need to do to mount the 1.8T in a Mark II using the Mark II subframe and crossbeam. We have to use all Corrado G60 motor mounts. I will explain that when we get to that part. So we're working our way inside to the out on that Mark II. So the way that the season is going to be going, interior, exterior, engine bay, and then back to exterior and interior, because we're going to be learning how to do all those parts, all the work. Corrado parts are easy to find if you know your part numbers, which I don't know, but I'm getting those from a friend. So we're gonna pretty much do this all together. But remember, guys, the whole thing is money. And you know, I got 4,000 plus subscribers, and I just need funds. And for you guys to help us do that, you know, all I need from you guys is literally $1 each. You know, exactly $1, maybe $2 if even work. If I had $2 from every subscriber on YouTube, $2 on YouTube, this car will be done within like 3-4 months, and I will guarantee that. However, I don't. Even though I have 4,500 subscribers, out of those 4,500 subscribers, I probably have maybe 1,000 active subscribers. Big difference, you know. You know, but it's not. I'm here not to make a profit. You know. Of course, you can donate time, Dr. Men. All day, I'd love to have someone come down and help me out. I spent 2 days, my 2 days off when I came back from Vegas, in the sun, working on my Mark II because it's free to do it, number one. I definitely would love any of my viewers to come over and help me out. I'd love it. It's freaking awesome. You know, I do have a P.O. box, Snoopy, and I also have a Patreon on here, and I'll give you guys a link to that. I also have a GoFundMe, but I really don't want to use that. I'm not a big fan of GoFundMe. I'd rather give you guys something for giving me something. I know my videos are something, but I'd rather give you guys something. You know, it feels bad. I don't like giving away stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. However, let me give you some information here. This right here is my Patreon page that I just posted on the links inside the on there. It's all about what we do and how we do things, or it's all about you donating to the channel, but you get something in how can I say this? Maybe we can do. It's all about donating to the channel, but you get something in return. My goal is to eventually make about $500 a month. That's all I really need is $500 a month. YouTube already pays me about. Let me give you an exact number here. Give me a second here. Thank you, Luis. Believe me, I appreciate anybody who's got me on Patreon. It's a huge, big help. Eventually, it will pay itself forward. Copy and paste the link, guys. Don't click on the link. Copy and paste it. It won't. It'll give you an error if you do it like that for some reason. Just copy and paste the link. Give me a second here, okay? If you're going to do Raceland coils, Edwin, on your Mark IV, do the Ultimos or the Primos. Do not do the base model. Do not do the base model coils. Their base model ones are too bouncy for me. I like the other ones. They're a lot stiffer. Let me see here. Give me a second, alright, guys? Yeah, it should be just that. Just Patreon. I've never heard of WRD coilovers, so I mean, for the price, I would buy Bilstein all day if I had the money. You know, when they're. But yeah, just copy and paste the link into your bar and it works. It worked for me here, so I don't know what's causing the issue. But I'm drawing a blank. Sorry, guys. Hold on. My brain is just not working right now. There you go. Sign in. Jail's Garage. And I'm going to screenshot this to you guys to show you what's it called, you know, YouTube pays me, you know, which isn't much of anything, you know. I just want you to understand that, you know, even though I get a lot of stuff, you know, it's not very much of anything. And I'll show you in just a moment here. I'm going to screenshot this so I can show you guys. Just give me a minute. Here we go. And this is what they've given me in the past 3 months, you know. So I don't expect any money from YouTube that's actually going to be well worth, you know, hey, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to make some good money. But no, it's you guys that help me out, you know. It's you know, you guys are the ones who make the channel worth it for me. You know, you guys talk to me, you guys actually have fun with me, so I'm always down with that, you know. Okay. So this is what I've received in the last 3 months, okay, for my YouTube channel. Let's see here. Oh, let's move it to the very top. There you go. $173.14, and that was paid in January. Oh no, I had $128 given to me in January, and then they're giving me $173 in April. As you can see, it's not very much of anything. I use that money though to pay for vinyl, to pay for stuff that I make for you guys to buy on my channel. So, you know, $173 isn't very much money if you guys want to be realistic. However, I use that money for you guys. I use it to buy, you know, anything for you guys that you use on my, you know, on my YouTube channel. It's just the way it works. You know, I don't really care for really the money personally. I care for the money more for you guys. Everybody always hits me up, hey, let me get a Pinche Al sticker. Well, if you guys saw me at, you know, Stance Wars and at Sophisticated Euro, I was giving away stickers. I made a bunch of them because I wanted to give them away. I want to show that I care for you guys and that you care for what I do. So anybody who knew me or recognized me or even just thought about me, I give them stickers. You know, it's just the way it works for me. However, now that being said, I'm still going to give you guys who didn't get to see me at the show or hang out with me and drink a couple beers with me, I'm going to still pass on the you know, the discounts to you guys. I'm going to be giving you guys decals for almost nothing. I think it's not fair that I gave them away, so I'm going to give you guys decals for dirt cheap. And I don't care if I don't make any money. The whole point is I want you guys to show the love for my YouTube channel. I want you guys to have fun with my YouTube channel and have just you know, show off. But it is late for me. I have to go to bed. I got to be up at 5 in the morning. So it is 11:48 here. I don't know where it is on most of you guys, but I say you guys are awesome. Hopefully John Paris. Oh man, 2:48. Yeah, it's late. You know, thank you guys again for having a good conversation with me tonight. It was always fun. I can't wait till you guys, you know, we hang out. Yes, I'm in California, Edwin. I'm in actually San Diego, California, to be correct. And if you want to be more specific, I'm in Escondido, California. If you ever want to hang out, because I'm always open for hanging out with peeps. I'm always down to hang out and just have fun and chill. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is just chill with car people and drink and eat. If you guys follow my Instagram, tomorrow in Vista, California, at Sonic in Vista, we have our meet. Come on down and chill. It starts at 8 p.m. For you guys locally, you know, I would recommend coming down. It's always a good time. I'm always open for new friends and new people to meet. So it's always cool. My Instagram is Friends of Fast, one word. Okay? That's our group. That's my family. Those are all my dubbers that I hang out with. All my Euro guys, you know, Volvo friends, Merc friends, Audi friends, everybody. That's my family that I hang out with most of the time. So if you see pictures on there of random cars, most of them are club members or just friends that I hang out with, and just fun people. Yeah, Johnny, hit me up. I'll be around. I keep doing these live things when I have time. All right, but thanks again. You guys have a great night. I definitely slapped around some good ideas for the Mark II. Obviously answered your questions, answered my questions. One thing for you guys about, if you guys want to have a lot of fun, in June 6th through the 10th, I'm going to give you guys this information right now. Save it, link it. I will be there from Thursday to Sunday, hanging out, giving out stickers. Give me a second, okay? Give me a quick second. And this is the last thing I'm going to post because I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Okay. If you don't know about it, read about it. It's awesome. It's called the Black Star Campout. Here's the link for it. It is an air-cooled and water-cooled camping event for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 5 days of just nothing but camping, hanging out with homies, drinking, and seeing a shit ton of cars. Last year we went, there was over 3,000 cars that showed up. And this year is probably going to be even bigger. It's epic. It's fun. You get to meet a bunch of old dudes, young people, all into air-cooled and Volkswagens and water-cooled cars. Friends of Fast is going to be there. DCI is going to be there. We're all going to be chilling, drinking, and having fun. So I'm going to head out. Thanks again, everybody, for the great talk tonight. Thanks again for, you know, just being you guys. You guys are awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. If you guys, like I said, donate to the Patreon or GoFundMe, I'm always open for that, but I'm not a big fan of GoFundMe, just Patreon. I will take care of you guys in the future, obviously with content. And stay tuned for my super, super, super cheesy intro for Season 5 of Pinche Al's Garage, because I made it extra cheesy for you guys. So, alright, appreciate it. Have a good night. iFrost Z. Thanks for tuning in, but peace out. I'm heading out. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go Mimi's. Thanks a lot for the love. Peace out, peeps.